Hello everyone, I am back to show you the progress on one of my mosaic blanket patterns that I have chosen to work on for this first part of 2025. Now, before I get into the calendar mosaic blanket that I'm making from Nicole Riley at Nikki's Homemade Crafts, yes, just like the title says, third time is a charm. So before I show you what the pattern is, let me just suffice it to say that I had to rip it out again. Because as I was going along, I was not liking the bulk that was created from using that mosaic double crochet where you go down 2 rows, pick up your stitch when you're doing the double crochet, drop 2, and then you come up to the back stitch of your single crochet and crochet it so that it makes a nice solid piece on the back. Well, folks, the more I worked with that, just the thicker it became. And I was thinking, number one, that's just going to make for an extremely thick and heavy blanket. So I went back and I watched the video again on how to do it. And just something in my brain was not clicking. So what did I do? What I always do. I went back and kind of worked up the stitch the way I thought it ought to be, and I am much, much happier with what I am having right now. Now, it may be that this is the way I was supposed to do it in the beginning, but I just wasn't catching on. I don't know, but anyway, whatever makes me happy and working on my project, correct? Because we all know if we enjoy what we're doing, we're more likely to finish it. But if we get to that point where we're fighting with it or we just don't like something, we know what's going to happen, don't we? It's going to go over there in the deep, dark recesses of our room, be covered up, never to be seen again. No, 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 no. I've already invested too much money in this blanket, number one. And number two, I'm not going to let just one little stitch deter me from being able to make this blanket. So let me remind you, as I said, this is the calendar blanket mosaic crochet along. This is her crochet along for 2025. And excuse me, she releases each month's section at the beginning of the month. And if you're willing to wait for the tutorial, wait for the free pattern section for the month, then you can do so. But now I wanted to have the pattern just for myself, so I went ahead and went out on excuse me, I'm so sorry. I did go out to her Etsy shop and I did go ahead and buy the whole pattern. So let me remind you what the blanket's going to look like. And I'm working here on the January section. I'm still there since I've already had to rip it out 3 times, which means it's going to take me a little bit to get caught up. But I'm hoping by March, where this green and white section is that I'm going to be able to do so. Now, folks, I want to draw your attention to the January section here. Can you see it? Right there. Now, for some reason, Maureen's does not look like this. Maureen may have a, I thought I was going to end up with a white background and the blue Santa and the blue snowflakes here. But folks, I want you to look at this right here. This is what mine's turning out to be. Somehow I didn't pay attention as to who was the main color and who was the contrasting color, because I'm ending up with a blue-black background with the white giving me my snowman and snowflakes. I don't know how I did it, but that's what's coming up. But you know what? I kind of like it better, because aren't snowflakes and snowmen supposed to be white? So let me show you what I've got. I folded it so it would be in a pretty little, where you can see my snowman? There he is, right there. And you see the white little dots there? That's representing the snowflakes that are falling. And there is my snowflake. Now, like I said, if you can see here, I have blue background and white for the items that she chose to represent January. Like I said, I don't know how I did it. I thought the white was supposed to be the main color and the blue was supposed to be the contrasting. So that's how I'm stitching it up. But quite frankly, like I said, I like it better. Whatever the boo-boo was that I created for myself, that's okay. Because like I said, I am liking it a lot better. Because the snowman then gets to sit down in the snow. And like I said, I like the fact that my snowman's going to be white and the snowflakes are white because to me, that's just how it should be. So I'm really happy with that. I'm not going to complain. But what I also want to show you is, notice there is not much. I mean, everything has the same texture here. Everything has the same thickness, which is not what I was having when I was doing it the other way. And I'm still being able to close up my long runs of single crochets. There's no gapping, no falling back like you get with normal mosaic crochet. So this is definitely a technique I will be using moving forward because on my other blankets, I have started them doing, I guess you could say traditional, where you do have those, if you have long runs of single crochets and you're working in the back loop, you've got those long, the other loop just kind of hanging open, and I'm going to have to go back and just kind of whip stitch some of them in place because I didn't like that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do there. Now, I also wanted to surprise another blanket that I'm doing in this particular video for you because it just started and it only runs for 10 weeks. And the blanket that I'm talking about is a wonderful idea that was started by Nan's Next Knots. It was called Luck of the Draw. And a couple of years ago, she got sick and could not carry it on. So our wonderful yarny sister, Trisha, also her channel name is Mama Swift. I will leave her link down in the description box for her. Picked it up. What luck of the draw is that depending on the number of weeks and the number of color choices that the host wishes for us to use, you assign a number to a particular number of stitches. So this series, we're only working with 5 colors. So we assign a number to each color plus a base color. And so we are doing a luck of the draw 10 weeks. And it just started last Thursday, so February the 13th. So you still have time to get in on it if you wish to do so. And in this year's or this season's, because she does it more than once a year, this particular luck of the draw, number 10, she introduced folks one of her own special stitches. It's called Sweet Marshmallow Kiss Stitch. All right. So I am doing that particular stitch. It starts out as a square. It only has a 1 row repeat, but folks, it is so textured, so squishy. Oh my goodness. Now I've already completed my first part of Luck of the Draw week 1. I'm going to share that with you here in just a few minutes. But if this is something that you're interested in doing, like I said, I will leave a link to her channel and especially the video that starts out this session, Luck of the Draw number 10, so that you can go see what it's all about and decide for yourself. Now, you don't have to use this stitch. She'll explain all of that to you. I don't want to give too much of it away because I want you to go watch the video. But anyhow, this is my first week's production. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Now, I'm not talking about the colors, but look at what she has designed for us. Is that not beautiful? I just think it is simply gorgeous. Now, my main color is going to be the brown. And this green here, which is supposed to be a representation of a hunter green, but this is The brown is Mary Maxim's Heathered, and this green here is a polyester respun from Lion Brand, and it just calls itself Rain. But anyway, isn't that, I just love it. And folks, it's reversible. That's what's so cool about this stitch. And once you get past the center, it has the idea of working like a granny stitch pattern, but you're working with treble crochet clusters and front post double crochets. That's it. Oh, I just wish you could feel the texture here. Now, for my blanket, I haven't made up my mind if I'm just going to make each individual square with the color for the week, or if I'm going to keep going and going and going. Now, she developed this pattern so that those of you that like to do Boggy Creek blankets, it will come out to about a 40 to 40 inch square. She is using a J-hook, I believe. Oh, I said I wasn't going to give too much away, didn't I? Anyhow, go watch the video if you want to get in on this luck of the draw. Or if nothing else, folks, wait a minute. The video for the stitch, okay, let me back up a minute. Trisha designed the stitch, but her yarny twin sister, like she likes to call her, JAXIE from Creations by Jax, did do a tutorial on the stitch, and I will also link that for you down in the description box. But if nothing else, folks, you need to go and watch Luck of the Draw. Drop Trisha a comment and tell her thank you so much for the stitch, for this beautiful, beautiful pattern. I'm in love with it. In fact, I was in love with it before JAXIE even did a tutorial on it. But she is offering up the pattern free for those of you that wish to have it. And like I said, JAXIE from Creations by Jax did do a tutorial on it, and you'll find that down in the description box as well. So that's all I have for you for this week on my Mosaic crochet. I'm so happy that you did stay and see this second blanket here. Well, really now I'm up to 5 blankets now? Mind blown, Maureen. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in, seeing my progress on my mosaics. And like I said, please go and check out Luck of the Draw number 10, if for no other reason, just to find out what it's all about. Trisha has some great ideas there for you in order to do the blanket if you wish to. And also go check out JAXIE's tutorial on how to do this sweet marshmallow kiss stitch. Because I tell you what, folks, it's definitely going to become one of your go-tos if you want to make a blanket. Thank you all again so much for being here. Please don't forget to give me a little like there with your thumb. And if you're not a subscriber, I do hope that you'll consider becoming one by hitting that little subscribe button, going and look for the bell that has those cute little hugs on the side, because it'll let you know every time I upload some content. So until tomorrow, please always remember, be the light, that special light God has given you out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be their light, your light that they're looking to see. Love you all. Bye.